Hey forex traders, my name is Francis. You're welcome back to this episode of the video. In today's episode, I would like to show you my technical analysis and what I'm expecting on the dollar index and foreign currencies. But before we do that, I would like to show you three things I'm looking at before I take a trade. As you can see, I'm using three screens here and each of them have a specific purpose. The middle screen is where I look at the fundamentals. I would like to know what's happening on forexfactory.com, and literally what I'm checking out on Forex Factory is I would like to know whether there's a high impact news or there's a medium impact news on a weekly and daily basis. So every time I come to the chart on Sunday or Monday, I would like to first check my economic calendar, forexfactory.com. Then I look at the high impact news, the medium impact news, and I take note of them because they are going to determine whether we are going to have a high volatility week or a no volatility week, and that will determine whether I'm going to trade or not. Then the screen on the left is my dollar index. I would like to analyze the dollar index and know where the direction of the dollar is, because that's what's going to determine where the foreign currencies is going to go, because they have a relationship. If you understand intermarket relationship, you understand that the dollar index is inversely correlated with foreign currencies. Then the screen on the right is the underlying asset I trade. GBP USD is the only currency I trade. I analyze the dollar index, I analyze the GBP USD, and then I check for the entry rules on my journal. You need to have a trading journal. If you don't have a trading journal, you are wrong. So guys, this is my dollar index chart, and I'm still expecting a downside movement into this buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. Okay, remember that I already outlined 50% of the entire monthly range, which is this blue line, and on the weekly time frame we still have a bearish order flow. Why? Because the weekly candles have been taking out the previous weekly lows. If you study the price action all through here, each of the weekly candle has been taking out the previous weekly low. This candle took out this low, this candle also swept this low. So it's telling us we are still in a bearish order flow. But how far is it going to go? It's going to go as far as trading into this buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, and this is another block, weekly order block that has a fair value gap, and I am still seeing an institutional order flow entry drill in here. Okay, this line is the 50% of the weekly of the monthly range, and we were expecting that price should trade into 50% or at least into the discount of the entire monthly range. You see, when you are looking at price, look at price in the concept of premium to discount. When price is trading or when price is selling, price is actually selling from a region of premium. When I say premium, I mean it's been overbought. So price needs to trade into a discount for the institutions to still buy the more, or price should sweep sell side liquidities in that discount. Okay, so I need to see price trade into 50% of that range at least, or let there be a fair valuation into the discount of the monthly range. Okay, so we can see that this institutional reference point is actually very specific. It's confluencing with 50% of the monthly range. We said sell side, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. There is a fair value gap here. There's another block here. Remember, the most valid other block is the one that has a fair value gap attached to it. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. On the weekly, we are bearish. So let's go to the daily time frame and see if we can frame something reasonable on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, I'm seeing something very reasonable. Price had broken structure. Now price is retracing into an internal range liquidity. There are two types of ranges, an external and internal range liquidity, and I hope that I'm going to do a video to teach you on these two types of ranges, both internal and external. Usually when price is expanding, price expands from internal range liquidity and trades into external range liquidity, just like it did here. Price expanded from an internal range liquidity, which was the volume imbalance, and traded into this external range liquidity, which is the old low. Okay, now price is trading into another internal range liquidity, which is the fair value gap, and I'm expecting that price should still expand into external range liquidity, which is this old low, and there is sell side liquidity residing below it. that old low, you see these equal lows, relative equal lows, this is sell side liquidity. So I want to see price trade into this, and then there is a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency here. There's a level of mitigation block, and this is the weekly order block that has a fair value gap attached to it. So you see I have a very good reasons to keep selling the dollar and buying foreign currencies. Let's go to the hourly time frame if we can see something. On the hourly time frame, nothing is giving us confirmation to start selling yet, but when we see confirmations, we will start selling. So how are you going to frame your sell setups here? Wait to see a break of market structure on the 1 hour or on the 15 minutes. Let me say this again. Wait to see a break of market structure on the 1 hour or on the 15 minutes. Once I see a break of structure, I'm going to start selling the dollar once it retraces into an internal range liquidity on the 15 minutes. Don't forget this. Then I'm going to be pairing these shorts with the longs on foreign currencies. Okay, so these are my expectations on the dollar index. And then where is it going to trade into? Sell side liquidity, and that's drawn liquidity on the weekly time frame. Remember, I said that the higher time frames are the drivers. Higher time frame are the main drivers. They are the drawn liquidity. Okay, so let's go to the foreign currency. GBP/USD, my favorite pair. You can literally do this analysis on every other foreign currency. You know, Euro USD, NZD USD, AUD USD. Analyze them and trade your preferred asset. So this is GBP. So this is GBP USD. Let's do the same thing. Go to the weekly time frame and see where price had traded into. So on the weekly time frame, you can see that we have a bullish order flow. Price has been taking out the weekly candles. This tells me that we are still in a bullish order flow on the weekly time frame. Where is it going to trade into? Price can trade into this equal high or relative equal high, which is buy side liquidity residing above it. And there is a sell side imbalance and a buy side inefficiency that needs to be rebalanced. Okay, here above the buy side liquidity, there is a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency that should be rebalanced, and price should trade into at least 50% of the entire monthly range or premium of the entire weekly range or monthly range, I meant to say. So once price does that, it tells me that now we are in an overbought region. We need to start going down. Okay, that's what I'm expecting. We need to start going down. So let's go to the daily time frame. See what we can find. On the daily time frame, price has also retraced into an internal range liquidity. Currently, price has retraced into an internal range liquidity. I'll be looking to be a buyer once I see a confirmatory signature on the lower time frames, which are the 1 hour, 15 minutes time frame. Once I see something that confirms we should start buying, I'm going to buy this. Okay, in contrast to the sells on the dollar. So previously you could see price traded, gave us an expansion, went into an internal range liquidity here, which is the fair value gap. Price traded into it, price broke structure again, and then we are seeing price retracing into that fair value, and it's showing some signs of rejection. This should tell me once I see a break of structure on the 1 hour or 15 minutes, I would like to be a buyer on foreign currency, okay, which is in this case the GBP USD, because that's what I love to trade. Okay guys, so these are my views, these are my thoughts on the dollar index and the foreign currencies. Guys, if you like what I just shared, kindly like, share and subscribe to this channel. Until next time, I wish you good luck, good trading.